Pull up a chair, friend. It's Theo, and I'm 73 years old now. You know, after 30 years of teaching, I thought I'd seen every kind of tricky question a person could face. Then I retired and tried to figure out Social Security. And I realized this stuff is harder than any test I ever gave my students. Here's the thing. The Social Security decision you make today could cost you or save you tens of thousands of dollars over your lifetime, maybe more. If you're 55 or older or helping a parent who is, this channel is for you. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And while you're at it, drop a comment below telling me one thing. What's the biggest retirement question on your mind right now? I read every single comment, and your questions will shape the videos I make next. That subscribe button and that comment, they tell YouTube to show this content to more folks like us. And honestly, this stuff is too important to keep to ourselves. Today, I'm going to walk you through 5 Social Security mistakes that could cost you $50,000. Not to scare you, just so you don't leave money on the table that you worked your whole life for. Let's start with the first one. Mistake number 1, claiming Social Security too early. I know why people do it. You're tired. You've worked for decades. You think, I'll take the money now while I can still enjoy it. And look, for some people, that's the right call. If you have health concerns, if you really need the income, I get it. But here's what the math actually says. If your full retirement age is 67, that's 67 for most of us, and you claim at 62, your benefit is permanently reduced by about 30%. Let me say that again. 30% for life. That means if you would have gotten $2,000 a month at 67, claiming at 62 drops you to about $1,400 every month for the rest of your life. Over 20 years, that's nearly $150,000 left on the table. Now, if you wait until 70, your benefit grows even more, about 8% per year after full retirement age. So the question isn't just, when do I want money? It's, how much money do I want for how long? Worth thinking about. Mistake number 2, not understanding how spousal benefits work. This one breaks my heart because I see couples lose thousands simply because they didn't know the rules. Here's how it works. Even if you never worked a day in your life, you may be eligible for benefits based on your spouse's record. At full retirement age, a spouse can receive up to 50% of the worker's full benefit. So if your husband's benefit is $2,500 a month, you could get up to $1,250 on top of that. Not instead of, but in addition to your own benefit, if it's lower. But, and this is important, if you claim your own benefit early, it affects the spousal benefit too. The strategy gets complicated, especially if you're divorced or widowed. There are rules about remarrying, about claiming strategies, about survivor benefits. The short version? Before you claim, check whether a spousal strategy makes sense for you. It could mean thousands more each year. If you're watching with your spouse right now, nudge them. This is the kind of conversation that pays off. Mistake number 3, forgetting that Social Security might be taxable. I'll be honest, this one surprised me when I first learned it. Depending on your income, up to 85% of your Social Security benefits could be subject to federal income tax. Here's the formula they use, and I'll keep it simple. If you file individually and your combined income is between $25,000 and $34,000, up to 50% of your benefits may be taxable. Above $34,000, up to 85%. For married couples filing jointly, the thresholds are $32,000 and $44,000. What counts as combined income? It's your adjusted gross income plus non-taxable interest, plus half your Social Security benefits. The point is, if you have other income, pensions, IRA withdrawals, investment income, don't assume your Social Security is tax-free. Plan for it. Mistake number 4, never checking your Social Security earnings record. This one is so easy to fix, and yet most people never do it. The Social Security Administration keeps a record of your lifetime earnings. That record determines your benefit amount. Every year you worked, every dollar you earned, it's in there. But here's the thing. Mistakes happen. An employer reported your income wrong. A year got missed. A decimal point shifted. If your record is wrong, your benefit will be wrong permanently. You can check your record anytime by creating a My Social Security account online. It's free. It takes 10 minutes. Do it this week. Make sure every year you worked is there. If something's missing, you can fix it, but only if you catch it early. A friend of mine discovered a missing year worth $300 a month for life. That's over $70,000 over a 20-year retirement. Not bad for 10 minutes of clicking. Mistake number 5, failing to coordinate with your spouse. This might be the biggest one of all. Social Security isn't just about you, it's about the two of you, together, for the rest of your lives. And one of you will likely outlive the other. When one spouse dies, the surviving spouse gets the higher of the two benefits, not both. So if you claimed early and reduced your benefit, and your spouse had the higher benefit, you might be okay. But if you had the higher benefit and you claimed early, your survivor is stuck with that reduced amount for the rest of their life. This is where the math gets really personal. Sometimes it makes sense for the higher earner to wait, even if the lower earner claims early. Sometimes it's better for both to wait. There's no one-size-fits-all answer. But here's what I know. Couples who talk about it, who look at the numbers together, who plan, they do better. They leave less money on the table. They sleep better at night. So there they are, 5 mistakes that could cost you thousands. I didn't share these to worry you. I shared them because knowledge is power, and you've worked too hard to leave money behind. If you're feeling overwhelmed, just pick one thing. Check your earnings record, talk to your spouse, run the numbers on claiming ages. Small steps add up. Take care of each other. We'll talk soon.